On this episode of Never Lost Backroad Adventure, we finally find out where the heck is Wall Drug.
We also head deep into the Badlands of South Dakota and witness some of the most amazing night skies ever.
I'm Glenn Woods, radio talk show host by day and weekend travel junkie.
And I'm Tim Mandisi, artist and fellow wanderer.
Together we explore the back roads of America,
looking for the weird, the wonderful, and the downright jaw-dropping.
Remember, the adventure doesn't begin until you take a wrong turn.
So come with us
as we take you on our adventures.
But don't worry,
we're never lost.
Hey Glenn, Wall Drug. Hey Glenn. Look, Wall Drug. Hey Glenn.
Yeah.
I got 5-cent coffee at Wall Drug. Hey Glenn.
Let me guess.
Yeah.
Wall Drug signed.
They got donuts at Wall Drug. Wall Drug.
You can't visit the Badlands until you make the pilgrimage to Wall Drugs, just 9 miles north, off Interstate 90 in South Dakota.
Why visit Wall Drug, you ask? Because everyone else does. Hey, Glenn.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Ah.
That's Wall Drug.
In December of 1931, Dorothy and Ted Husted had just bought the only drugstore in town called Wall Drug on the edge of the South Dakota Badlands. Wall is a small town in the middle of nowhere. Business was bad. They hoped that when Mount Rushmore was completed, there would be an endless stream of people going by. It was Dorothy that came up with the idea of putting signs out on the highway advertising free ice water. Remember, back then, there was no such thing as an interstate. And cars, they didn't have air conditioning. Today, Wall Drug has billboards 500 miles away on Interstate 90, stretching from Minnesota to Billings, Montana. Wall Drug spends an estimated $400,000 a year on roadside billboards. These guys actually scared me when they first started singing.
I haven't seen so many stiffs since we visited that graveyard in Deadwood.
Now, there's people who actually get married at Wall Drug.
Yeah, but before you get married at the chapel, you need to talk to Zoltar.
I am Zoltar, the great gypsy, and I can see your fortune. Come see it too, no?
And then it wasn't this guy, the big jackalope. What I want to know is, what was this? Is that a turd?
I don't know. I'm not even going to try.
Okay. Christmas ornaments, if you want to go.
Everything says Wall Drug on it.
Everything. And again, it wasn't just these guys. There were like 4 different places you could stop, put money in, and get serenaded to.
I think putting money in was the key thing.
That was the key thing, yeah. But if you don't, they just kind of scare you when they suddenly start singing like that. So
everything's for sale. I mean, I have never seen a wider variety of knickknacks and tchotchkes. Oh, and the dragons were amazing.
Oh, you love these. You got a lot of good dragon pictures. And I've never seen such a big boot and hat section. This went on forever.
There's like 6,000 boots in that shop.
And everybody needs a totem pole. They have art that replicates reality. And then they encourage you to step out back.
Not to beat you up, but to ride the jackalope. Check it out, man. Geodes.
Shiny, sparkly.
You can buy them and take them home and hammer them yourself and see what's inside.
You were pretty hammered the other night. I don't think you need it.
Do we need to go there? Which one do you think I should get?
That's a good question.
It's a nice round one. I think this one looks. You got a hammer? I can smash it open here.
I don't.
No? So you gotta have a hammer over there.
You've got to have some of the peanut butter fudge, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Tim.
So fun!
She's hiding from the camera. Look at that, Tim. Okay.
A nice lady in here packed my fudge for me.
Pistol with it.
Every shot. Make them count.
They don't just have restrooms here. Oh, no. They have deluxe restrooms.
I think you found Nirvana. Dude, there was a man in there, and when you got done, he took powder and put powder On the back of your neck, because it's real sweaty.
Deluxe restroom. I don't know what he's doing in there. Well, I kind of know what he's doing in there. I don't believe they're actually letting him do it in there.
I think I told him. Oh, I'm getting out of here.
The Badlands. The name conjures up images of outlaws and the lawmen chasing them, a place where a man can disappear right into the landscape. So we're slowing down here because look at these. These are rams. Oh, these two guys are going to go at it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Stop. I gotta get... Go, because he might butt to the car.
Now, the thing that concerns me, Tim, is we might be entering an area that has the plague. Are you okay with this?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not going to catch anything I haven't already got.
That's true. And Tim does have just about everything, so it just seems to go on forever. I honestly didn't know that the Earth did stuff like this, and even though I've seen pictures of it, you really just can't appreciate it until you get real up close and personal. So what Tim needs at this point is a BMX bike.
I'm on Mars! This geological formation in South Dakota is caused by eons of wind and water erosion. For 11,000 years, people have been coming here to hunt and to hide in the Badlands.
Native people have hunted the bison and the bighorn, and outlaws took advantage of nature's cover in order to vanish from pursuers.
This bizarre landscape is home to some of the best fossil hunting and animal watching in the Dakotas. Let's see why they call it the Badlands.
Well, I'm happy to say I contributed to the erosion in this area. I did, and sand slid down the hill, so I just contributed to it. Officially called the Badlands National Monument in 1929, it wasn't until 1939 that this 244,000-acre site was designated as a national park. Millions of years ago, this whole area was once at the bottom of an inland sea that stretched into the Gulf of Mexico, which accounts for the fossils, everything from seashells and sea turtles being found to large land dwellers like the saber-toothed tiger. So I kind of get it now, why some of this stuff hasn't eroded away as fast as I was thinking it should have, because some of this area seems very sandy, a lot of loose dirt. But what I just climbed up is like most of it out here. Hard as cement.
Okay, I know this isn't Hell's Half Acre, but I swear this looks like where they filmed Starship Troopers. Kind of makes me nervous. I expect the bugs to come running around the corner any second now. Absolutely stunning.
So from what I'm reading here, a lot of what you see, the different layers, are from ash from distant volcanoes that's erupted more than once. Rivers, of course, have deposited. That's different color layers. But there's also layers from ancient forests, and this area used to be a swamp. It had alligators in it at one time. Just goes to show you, this planet's
constantly changing. There's never been a time when the climate wasn't changing. And a lot of those changes were extraordinarily catastrophic. I mean, as you look into some of this area, there's several mass extinction events recorded right in here, long before humans ever walked the planet. Now, I bet some of you thought I might have been full of it when I said, oh no, this used to be a swampland area. We're in South Dakota. A swamp in South Dakota. Alligators? Oh yeah. In fact, they found fossils here. Alligators lived in the Badlands about 34 to 37 million years ago, when the climate in this area was a lot like Florida. I have just found evidence behind us that we are in a lost Egyptian city.
Oh, the Sphinx back there?
And take a picture of the Sphinx back there. Have you done that yet?
Oh yeah, I took a picture of that Sphinx earlier.
That's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lion facing toward Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking these might be pyramids or something here.
Well, I mean, just look. I mean, this was obviously man-made. Look how flat the top is.
Obviously, yeah.
And they planted grass there.
Yeah. So before we head into this area, there's this little sign here. Once again, a little disconcerting. Something you want to watch out for out here. Okay. Won't be walking into this stuff.
No guarantees on getting back up, but I got down.
Yeah, it gets a little slippery heading down there. I'm not worried about so much falling because really the distance down here isn't all that much to fall, but you can still... There's some animal scat bed down here.
It's probably got plague. Boy, we gotta climb back up there.
Okay. Hey, go up there and bring the vehicle down, will you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here we go.
Thing we got up at Wall Drug.
You gonna do some kind of like...
I'm gonna whack it with this wrench handle and snap that puppy open and see what kind of crystals we got
I
inside.
mean, make some kind of a sacred ceremony out of this. Maybe we should do that.
Let's not get ridiculous about it. I'm just gonna crack it and see what's in it.
Why not? We get ridiculous about everything else we do.
Behold, the only thing harder than Glenn's head. Okay, ready? Yeah, which way should I crack it? Well, I've done beat a hole in the bag. I think this one's solid.
I think you might need a big hammer for that one.
Probably need a chipping hammer.
Yeah.
If I had a hammer.
We were getting kind of hungry right about now, so we ducked back into Wall for a burger, and then came back out to see this.
You can spend days exploring the Badlands of South Dakota and Wall Drugs and not see it all. It's worth the trip.
Remember, pick a direction,
Take a side road.
and no matter where you are,
You're never lost.
All right, what you got there?
My rock.
Your rock,
My geode.
not the one in your head.
No.
And we're showing up at Carpet Express Direct in Gillette, Wyoming. Why?
Because he has a wet saw.
And why would he have a wet saw?
Because if I can't beat this thing into submission, I'll cut it into submission.
No, he has a wet saw because he's got tiles and stuff he's got to cut, and he can't do that without a wet
I
saw.
have a geode I need to smash in twain. Actually, I just needed it wet sawed in half. If I can get it out of the bag. I might just wet saw it through the damn bag. No, I tried to beat it with a wrench handle to crack it open.
Oh, this saw will work really good.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it will.
I've been wanting to find one so I could do it.
You can't smash it. You can't get. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Fold it.
He has the
back.
same problem when he's at the urinal. Unzip his fly.
I have the same problem putting on condoms.
Yeah.
No, I got it. It's like getting a sock off past a ingrown toenail. Oh, nice. Not much of a hole in the middle. I kind of figured it was solid. That's why it wouldn't crack.
You get much more of a hole. You can still do a lot with that, though.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
No problem.